All right, welcome back to the drive-through. This is number 83, brought to you by the deli. Enjoy your sun chips. All right, consider two forces of equal magnitude acting on a single point. This is number 83 from 10.1. Part A says, if the magnitude of the resultant is the sum of the magnitudes of the two forces, make a conjecture about the angle between the forces. All right, so we have a point. Remember, vectors do not have any location. They only have direction and magnitude. We said that their magnitudes are equal, so, whoa, got to calibrate life here. So, if this was force 1 and force 2 was equal, and the resultant force was just equal to the exact same vector as force 1 plus force 2, then that means the angle between the vectors must be 0. A better way of putting that is that the angle that the two vectors are parallel. Okay? They're traveling in the exact same direction, which makes them parallel. Okay. So, question B, or part B, says, if the resultant force is 0, make a conjecture about the angle between the forces. So here, we got force 1. The magnitude of force 2 is the same, but now the resultant force is 0. There is no magnitude to the direction, or to the vector. So that would mean that the vectors are orientated in opposite positions, which means the angle between them is 180 degrees. Now, the final question says, can the magnitude of the resultant be greater than the sum of the magnitudes? And the answer to that question is no. Okay? What would typically happen would be you'd have force 1 in a direction, force 2 in a different direction. If I copied force 2 with the same magnitude and the same direction, but copied it onto the end of force 1, then my resultant vector would have a smaller magnitude, okay, than the sum of the forces, because part of them are not in parallel. But the biggest possible result we could have by adding two forces is to have the resultant vector be the sum of the two forces, the magnitude of the resultant vector be the sum of the two forces, and that's only going to happen when the angle is 0 or the vectors are parallel. I hope that helps. Count on that being on your test. Boom!